Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, and I agree. One thing our Japan trip taught us is that the U.S. can be the leader in nuclear energy and safety, and so I thought it was an important trip. I also think that today's conversation is an important opportunity for us to learn and find ways to support a nuclear industry that emphasizes public health and safety. I've said this before in previous hearings. Nuclear energy has the potential to meaningfully drive down our emissions as we transition to zero carbon energy. We all know the statistics, but they're worth repeating. Currently, nuclear energy makes up nearly 20% of the electricity we generate in the United States and nearly half of the carbon-free electricity that we generate. And so as we continue to move towards a clean energy transition, nuclear energy could supply a significant portion of the carbon-free baseload power we need in the future. Now, I say could for a very important reason. We can only invest deeply in the nuclear industry if we continue to prioritize public health and safety before everything else. And so to that end, Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you for including my NRC workforce bill in this hearing, along with Representative Levin's bill. As the lead safety regulator of nuclear energy and nuclear materials, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission has an incredibly important role in this prioritization. It's critical that the NRC has the staff, tools, and resources it needs to operate at the highest level possible, the staff component especially. Back in May, when we had our NRC oversight hearing, Chairman Hansen stated in his testimony that to achieve its goals, the NRC must maintain a highly qualified workforce. But currently, 1/3 of the NRC staff is eligible for retirement. This expected attrition, in addition to the anticipated increase in reactor applications, creates a challenge for the NRC as it completes its work. And that's why I introduced the Strengthening the NRC Workforce Act of 2023. This bill is simple. It gives the chairman of the NRC direct hire authority during candidate shortages or when there's a critical hiring need for certain positions. The authority is similar to the direct hire authority that Congress gave to the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission in the Energy Act of 2020. Additionally, it would allow the NRC to increase its existing employees' compensation, helping the NRC to retain staff. As the lead nuclear safety regulator, it's important that the NRC has the full workforce it needs to complete its work. And as I mentioned, I was also pleased to see Representative Levin's NRC Office of Public Engagement and Participation Act of 2023, which would establish the Office of Public Engagement and Participation at the NRC. One of the most important parts of any energy project is obviously community input. We can't act like public participation is inconsequential, especially in this arena. And in fact, we know that a lack of public participation eventually slows projects down. But early, meaningful public engagement allows developers to avoid issues and make the changes that are necessary to stop unnecessary slowdowns. Additionally, as we're all aware, nuclear energy is an incredibly complicated and sometimes contentious topic, to say the least, and the office established by Representative Levin's bill would give communities the support that they need to fully understand the impact of a project. We cannot sacrifice public health and safety, and we cannot ignore the voices of those most directly impacted by energy development. And I think that these two bills help address both of the issues. Now, there are, of course, some bills that we're considering that concern me. Some of them would cut down on the review process, eliminate critical hearings, and expedite the licensing process. The highest standards of public safety and health can't be sacrificed for the sake of rushing projects through. And Mr. Chairman, I know that's not your intention. I just want to make sure these bills don't have that impact, because it could be a recipe for careless mistakes that could lead to disasters. And so I'm looking forward to the conversation today, and I'm hoping that the majority will work with us so that we can do what the chairman says, which is update our procedures, update our protocols, but at the same time not sacrificing any public safety or health. And with that, I yield back.